2023, and I'm super excited because in today's episode, I have a cool story about a surprising shift, a transformational shift of a young teenage girl, 16-year-old girl that I just learned about today. And also what caused the shift. I'm going to talk about that. I'm going to talk about how to be thankful when people tell you no if you ask them to look at things, your products or your service. And I'm also going to give you some quick updates on the last day of our promotion for this life-changing. And listen, I know a lot of people use that word like, oh, this product is life-changing. This business is life-changing. Truly, this product is or can be life-changing. It can only be life-changing if people use this product. But if people will use this product, I believe it can change lives probably more than any other product I've ever seen in my life. And I really, really mean that. It's very low cost. Today's the last day. We have a 40% discount, so I'm going to give you some updates on that. Answer any questions you might have on it. If you have questions on it, comment below. Maybe even give you a quick demo of what this product does. So that's what's in store for you if you decide to tune in. If you're catching me live, please comment below. Say hello. Your comment will pop up on my screen, or it should. If you're watching later and catch the replay, say hello too. Although your comment won't pop up on the screen, I'll be able to see it. Other people will be able to see it, and I can interact with you. So I'm going to get straight away into this. So the story this morning, we have this workout mastermind, and I usually attend most of them. Today, though, my body was feeling a little bit sore, so I decided, hey, Kevin, good to see you. He says, hey, Paul, I love this product. It truly helps me. I'm so glad to hear that. Thank you for commenting and sharing that, Kevin. So today, what I decided to do was skip my workout this morning because I got it in at like 5 o'clock yesterday, and I said, I'm going to jump in the hot tub and I'm going to soak a little bit. So I get in the hot tub, but I still wanted to tune in and say hi to my friends who are on this workout mastermind. So I opened up my phone. They saw me there. They said, hey, Paul, how's it going? I said, hey, what's up, guys? Good to see you. I said, I'm being lazy today. I'm just soaking in the hot tub. Anyway, what happened was I heard this story. Rita Joy, my friend, says, Paul, did you hear what happened with Ashley's daughter? I said, no. Ashley Casper is a lady that's on that morning workout mastermind. And so they proceeded to tell me that when Ashley came down, and actually, let me just do this. Robin Williams, one of my friends, wrote about this in her email today. So I'm going to show you her email. So the title of her email was From Bed to the Treadmill. And then Robin says, you would never believe what just happened, Paul. I was talking to my friend, this is Ashley, and she sent me the coolest news. My daughter is working out because of the app. I just went down to check on laundry, and she was on the treadmill. She then went on to say that it's tough getting her daughter out of the bed to work out. But because she's been using this app, she got inspired. And the way I heard this story was Ashley came down to her home workout place and her daughter was on the treadmill. And she's like, huh? And her daughter gets off the treadmill, and then her daughter says, hey, Mom, can I use your yoga mat? And Ashley's like, all right, what's going on? What are you doing? And come to find out, it was because her daughter had been using this app that I'm going to share a little bit about if you don't know about it, because Ashley has a membership. And with this app, you can share it with 7 family members for free. So Ashley shared this with her daughter. And I know from sharing this with my kids, it's not just like you share it with them and then, it works. Like, as a parent, you have to kind of be on your kids and helping them see it and use it and reminding them. So I'm sure Ashley's been just doing an amazing job mentoring her daughter. But her daughter apparently had been using this and just of her own free will and choice got inspired to start working on her health. And I just love that. I love it. I love it. I love it. And that's the point of this app that we're bringing to the public. This app pays residuals. It's got, like high residuals. It's low cost, $10 app, high value app, pays $8 residuals. But really, the most important part of this product is the change that it can create for people when they use it. So that was a good little story. And you don't have to have the app. If you're a parent out there and you've got kids, you can work with your kids and help them see the value in setting goals and thinking about where they're going in life and asking them questions about what are they working on, what are they learning, so on and so forth. So shout out to Ashley for helping her daughter make that change. Danny says, my biceps hurt from working out due to getting more motivated from our app. This is a good pain, though. Okay, cool. I like that. Thanks, Danny, for sharing that. Buy this app and you too can be in pain like Danny. I don't know if that would be the best sales pitch, but I get what you're saying. He says it's a good pain. Okay, so that was the first thing I wanted to share. Second thing I wanted to share is how to be thankful for the no's that you get. Because if you're in sales and marketing, I've never met anyone that has 100% of people say yes. Have you ever met anyone that, like, every time you ask someone to look at something, they're like, yes, 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 yes. They never hear a no. That does not exist. So if you're in sales and marketing and you're giving invitations or you're sending emails or whatever it is that you're doing to inspire people to take a look at the things that you're offering, no's are a part of the game. And I think that it's a good thing if you can learn to transform the no's into something, from being something negative into being something positive. And I want to give you just a quick example from my week this last week of a no that I was super thankful for, and I want to share why I'm thankful for it. So I invited an old friend. He's a very successful entrepreneur. His name's Aaron. I've seen him speak on stage before. One of the things that he taught from stage is when you lose, make sure you don't lose the lesson too. So that's Aaron. One of the things he taught that I really liked. He's been succeeding for a very long time. His name is Aaron Rashkin. Some of you guys might know him. Well, anyway, I sent him an invitation to take a look at this product. And I had written a text because I'm short on time and I wanted to get this out to as many people as I could. So I bought this software where I could select like 30 people and then just send it out to Facebook Messenger. So when he got this message, the first thing he said was, I hope this is Paul, because I think he probably perceived that, like, is this like some auto message that's going out? Which generally is why I don't use those things very much, but I'm in a crunch, got a promo going on. So anyway, what he did was he recorded me an audio reply and he said, hey, Paul, thanks so much for sending me this. To be honest, I'm super busy with this and this and this and this, and I can't add this. I can't add another thing to my plate. Thank you for thinking of me. And hey, I really would love to catch up with you sometime in the future and see how you're doing, but not for me right now. And I messaged him back and I said, man, this is me, number one. But number two, yes or no, thank you so much for the response. Thank you so much for the response. Here's why I'm thankful that Aaron took the time to say no to me. One, he nourished the relationship, which I appreciate. Two, because he gave me a no, I got a response. And I don't have to think about like, oh, should I like send him another message? Is he ignoring me? Is he maybe, what should I do with this? It's like sometimes you throw invitations out into the abyss, and because people either are too busy, which granted, and there's no judgment on people who do this at all, because I know people are busy, and sometimes that's just a reason that they don't respond. They're just busy. But another reason sometimes people don't respond is they're scared to say no. They have this emotion around no where it's like, oh, I don't want to let them down, so I'm just not going to say anything. Well, in my opinion, that's worse. It's better to just say no. And as someone who's doing the best I can to do my job, which, by the way, my job, if you're in sales, this is something to pay attention to, in direct sales specifically. My job, I don't see my job as to close sales and convince people to buy whatever it is that I'm selling. That is not my job. I don't think that's anyone's job who's in referral marketing or direct sales. Rather, what our job is to sort and sift, to invite people to look at things that may benefit their lives. And then when we get yeses, then our job is to do the best that we can to help that person become educated enough so that they can say yes or no. So if I get a no and I've done my job, I am successful, and so are you. If I've done everything that I can to give invitations to the right people in an attractive way, and then when they say yes, I walk them through step by step whatever they need to do to get educated so that they can give me the answer that's right for them, that is success. Whether that's a yes or a no, that is success. It's sorting and sifting. It's not selling. That's how I look at it. And so all of this to say that when someone takes the time to hear your message and say no, I'm super thankful for that, because it saves me time, and it also shows me that this person respected me enough to actually give me a response. And I think that's something that we can all probably get better at, is when people message us and ask us about things or call us, give them the respect of giving them an answer. Not for me right now, and that's okay. And I think people appreciate that more than ignoring them. And also, it does nourish the relationship when people do that. So that's one way that I'm being thankful for no. So thank you so much, Aaron, for giving me that great example. And it's also an example that no's are just a part of the journey, and you can be thankful for them, and you can use them to mean that you're in the business, you're taking action, you're doing your job. Danny says, bad word, job, bad word, job, bad word. This is great advice for sure. Thank you. I appreciate that. And shout out to Danny, by the way, who, not that I'm encouraging this, but Danny told us this morning that he put in his 2-week notice because he wants to work on his dream full time. So I am excited for you, Danny. That is a courageous decision. I know how I felt when I made that same decision, and I won't go into all the emotions, but I was nervous. I was like, oh my gosh, this is a big step. Is this going to work? And it really took a lot of faith and courage. So I know what you're going through in making that decision, and I applaud you for it. I usually don't encourage people to ever quit their jobs. One thing that Jim Rohn used to say is, I'm working full-time on my job and part-time on my fortune. And it's fine to work part-time on your fortune. But sometimes people might be in a position where they just want to work full-time on their fortune. And for me, that was a good decision for me, because it put me in a space where I had to make it work. So again, I'm not encouraging this, but just sharing my experience, because Danny, recently said goodbye to his job, or put in his 2 weeks notice. For me, that put me in a space where I had to make it work, and that gave me a different level of motivation to get things done, and I hope that it does that for you too, Danny. So shout out to you on that. Okay, so there's the young girl's transformation, the thankful no, and then the next thing I wanted to talk about is the last day of our promotion of this amazing transformational product called Let's Goal. I've been using this product myself for about 3 years. I've been doing what this app guides you through to do every day for a lot of years before that, which is basically every day doing personal development, going through a morning routine. And this app just makes it so easy for people to remember what to do, and also walks them through things they can do that will help them. It's like a digital coach, a digital mentor right on your phone. Anyway, this app, it's got an inspirational quote to start your day when you open it up. It has a gratitude list right off the bat to write things you're thankful for. It has what comes next. Reminds you to stretch, reminds you to exercise, reminds you to do prayer or meditation, walks you through planning your day, reminds you to journal, it has a little place for notes. It's got a digital vision board. So every morning you can look at your vision in pictorial form. I never had a vision board until I started using this app, because I didn't want to go cut things out of magazines and stuff like people normally do. But now I have and I see there's a link there. I'm not sure what that link is, Kevin, but I will check it out later. I have a vision board now, and I see it every day, and I can look at it, and affirmations. I've done affirmations forever. Now with this app, I can see my affirmations every day. I can read them out loud to myself. It's got a goal setting feature where you can look at your goals and you can swipe them like left, right. You can see your goals every day. Each of your goals has a micro step where you can add, okay, what's the next step? So one example for me is I have a goal to read the Old Testament from start to finish by November of this year. So in my micro step, read 3 chapters tomorrow. So tomorrow I read my 3 chapters. Ding! I can check that off, put in my new micro step, read 3 more chapters tomorrow, and it kind of keeps me on track for where I'm going with my goals. This app is $10. It's ridiculously low price. It pays an $8 residual if you decide you want to share it with people. It includes 7 family member accounts. So I've got my kids on this. I honestly feel like this is my company that I co-founded, I should say our company because it's a community creation, but many times I've said to myself, this is insane what we have. We have these valuable products that pay 80% commission. This has to be like the most valuable offer in the world. And now with this Let's Goal app, like $10, $8 residuals, useful product, transformational product that people can use every day. Honestly, if there's something better, show it to me. I don't think there's anything better in the world, than this. Like for $10, people can get started on the path of growth and transformation. For $10, people can start a business where they can start to grow a residual income for themselves that has a potential to disconnect their time from their money. For $10, people can become an entrepreneur and stick their toe in the water and learn things that will help them start to take action and build a business. I really, really love this app. And so right now you can get a 40% off your first month if you decide you want to give it a shot. And I have a couple of special bonuses. The 40% off and the bonuses that I have are expiring at midnight tonight. So if you want to take advantage of this, what you'll want to do is go to pipelinemoney.com/magic. That'll take you to the page where you can see everything I'm talking about. You can watch the video. There's a 30-minute video there that explains the story, the value. There's an 8-minute demo where you can actually see a demo of this product on mobile and on desktop that my business partner, Mike Hobbs, did. And if you want to go straight to the demo, sometimes people are like, hey, I don't have 30 minutes to watch a video. Just show me the 8-minute demo. That's fine. If you go to pipelinemoney.com/magic, you'll see the video screen, and in the bottom right hand of the video screen, there's a little box that looks like it has some bullets in it. If you click that, you'll see a screen pop up in the video that'll say chapters. Below the chapters, you'll see a link that says product demo. Click that. It'll take you straight to the 8-minute product demo so you can see it. Jim Rohn used to say, you don't have to do all you find out, but you better find out all you can do. And I honestly think that 8-minute demo is worth everybody watching to see if this could be something that could help them or someone they love, a family member, a friend. And that's the other thing that I wanted to highlight in this video. Couple of things that I've heard as I've talked to people about this. One of the first people I shared this with said, I'm an old school type of gal. I write my notes by hand. And nothing but respect for that. I'll say that first. That being said, one of the things, and that's what I've always done too, write it down by hand or put it in a Google Doc. One challenge I have found with that is that A, writing by hand takes a long time. B, what's happened to me is I have notebooks everywhere where I've started notes and then couldn't find the journal, so then I start another journal, whether it's journaling or a note. And so I have like notebooks scattered all over the place. I've got, 8 to 10 journals that are partway filled and halfway filled because I started another one and another one and another one. So one benefit to using this app versus doing it that way, which is the way a lot of people do it, is you can have everything centralized in one spot. And because it's digital, a few benefits from that. You can search it. So now, if I want to find something that I wrote down a long time ago, like my friend Rob, I connected with him about this app, and he's like, Paul, you're not going to believe this. I was literally just thinking about this app last week, and I was trying to figure out who's the name of your friend that made this app, because I had introduced Rob to it a couple of years ago. And the reason that he was looking for it is because Rob said, I have great ideas all the time. And then I think this is a great idea. And then a few days goes by and I try to remember that great idea and I can't remember it. And I can't remember where I put it. So if I write it down in this digital, centralized, located spot, that'll never happen to me again. I'll always have it when I go to find that good idea. Jim Rohn also used to say, he says, don't write it down. Don't trust your memory. Or no, he says, write it down. Not don't write it down. Write it down. Don't trust your memory. So that's step one is if you have a good idea, if you learn something in a book, write it down. But if Jim Rohn were alive today and he knew that you could keep all of your writings in a centralized, digitally located spot, I don't know for sure because I'm not Jim Rohn, but I would venture to say that he might see the value in not just writing it down, but writing it down in a centralized digital location so that you always know where it's at, so that you've always got it with you. You know, this app on your phone, as long as you have an internet connection, you can access your journal, you can access your notes anywhere you go. You don't have to worry about packing around notebooks. You've got it all with you. I think that's a huge benefit. The fact that it's searchable is another benefit. Here are some other benefits to doing this digitally rather than writing it down by hand. I was talking to a friend just today, highly successful entrepreneur. I won't say her name, but she says, you know, Paul, I'm running 3 companies and I already got a morning routine and I'm super busy and I just do not want another thing on my phone. And I said, I get it. Thanks for looking. And then I went and I took a shower and I was like, you know, I wonder if she knows about these other things that you can do with your morning routine that I've recently learned that I didn't know. So I said, I'm going to send her a message back. So this morning I sent her a little audio message and I said, you know, hey, again, thanks so much for even being open to looking at this. I totally understand where you're at. As you're thinking about things, because she'd kind of already told me no, I said, I wanted to run a couple of things by you that have really helped me in my morning routine. One is I have found that if I'm keeping my notes digitally, I can dictate them with my phone. So I don't know if you knew this, but I'll have my book open and I'll have my phone up here. And as I'm reading and I'm learning things, I can speak into my phone and it will take all my notes by voice. That's a time saver. That's a game changer for me. Okay. So that's number 1. Number 2, I can search them, which I've already mentioned. Number 3, the other thing that's really valuable is because I'm keeping my notes in a digital spot. Like if I'm reading a book, one of the things I've been doing with this app is I'll open up a journal entry and I'll title it the name of the book that I'm reading. And so I'm reading and I'm speaking my notes into my app and I'm keeping all of this in one spot. And then I save it at the end of my study. So the next day when I go to open that same book, sometimes what I'll do is I'll open up that journal entry and I'll say, hey Siri, speak screen. And Siri will read. I opened up Siri. Siri will read me all of my notes from the previous day out loud so that I can review everything before I get started on my next day's studies. And so I said, you don't have to have the app for this. So you can use these tips even if you don't get the app, but the app just makes it a lot easier to do this and to keep it all centrally located. So when I told my friend this, she responded back. She's like, oh my gosh, no, I did not know. I don't know how to use voice dictation, and I don't know how to have my phone read something to me. But wow, I can see the value in having this done. And Paul, I'm just like you. I've got notes scattered everywhere from years and years ago. They're all over the place. So yeah, maybe I might want to start keeping all of this stuff centrally located. So she went from telling me no, it wasn't for her to I think I'm going to get this app. So I wanted to highlight those because those are some additional benefits of this app. So anyway, that's pretty much what I wanted to say in today's Good Parts episode. Thanks everyone for commenting below. Do you guys have any questions for me on sales, marketing, this app, email writing, list building, prospecting, closing, personal development? You know, these are all areas that I have some pretty good experience in, and I would just love to help you if I can. If there are any questions you have that you want to ask me, comment below, and I will do my best to answer those questions and help you move forward in the best way that I can. Joel in Michigan, thanks for your comment. He's over on YouTube. Good to see you, Joel. Thanks for tuning in. He says, hello, Paul. Too many notebooks is a problem. I have as well. App sounds great. Will this product feed into HBA or is it a standalone? Great question, Joel. So here's what we did. My friend, as I mentioned, developed this app. So it has its own branding. It's got, you know, a really beautiful page, login, user experience that all is just beautifully on its own. So what we did is we acquired the product, and yes, we did add it into the Home Business Academy lineup. So if you want to share this with people, you'll have your affiliate link in with all of your other affiliate links. That being said, we decided to keep the product a little bit separate from the Home Business Academy in the sense of the product messaging and the branding. And the reason why we did that is because this product, the way we see it is a mass marketable product that you can talk about to anybody. So our other products that we've had for the last 6 years, we have a funnel builder, which helps people build websites. We have Traffic and Conversions Academy, which helps people know how to get people to those websites and convert them into sales. And then we've got something called the Financial Literacy Academy. The Funnel Builder and the Traffic and Conversions Academy, as far as, okay, who can I talk to about these products? From a product standpoint, you're pretty much only going to want to talk to business owners about those products from a product standpoint. Now, the income side is something different. We can present those from an income standpoint. And yes, you can talk to people about growing your residual income, and that's one way to do it. But with this Let's Goal app, what we see is a mass marketable product that you literally can talk to anybody from a product standpoint alone. It makes it really easy to talk to people about personal growth and goals and so on and so forth. And I'll give you an example. I've been talking about this product on my newsfeed for the last few weeks, at least since we opened it up to the public. And my stepdad, who sometimes watches my lives, and if you're watching this live, hey, Bob, good to see you. So he'll watch my lives, and I'm like, why are you watching my lives? And he's like, I got nothing else to do. So it's not that they're good. It's because he's bored, I guess. But anyway, he started seeing a little bit about this product. So he's 80 years young. We took him out to celebrate his 80th birthday last week. And we were at dinner, and he starts asking me about this Let's Goal product. And as I start explaining a little bit more about it, he says, I would really like to use that. So keep in mind, this is someone who has never been in home business, never been in direct sales. As far as I know, never been like super engaged in, personal development, vision, goal setting, these kind of things. And all of a sudden, he's telling me he would like to use this product. So that's the perfect example of how this product is so easy to talk about with anyone and everyone that you run into. So it gives us a door, Joel, to the Home Business Academy. If people want to move that direction, it gives people a door to learn about personal growth, to learn about residual income. And so all of that to say, it's now within the HBA product lineup, but we've kept it a little bit separate so it can stand on its own with its messaging and its branding and its user experience. And we do have a little bit of a transition for people when they join, where slowly they can learn about the other things that we do in the Home Business Academy if they want. But even if they don't want, they'll still have this app that can really change their lives. So does that answer your question? I hope it does. I really appreciate the question. And I don't see any other questions. So if you guys have a question, I'm about to close out. Joel says, smart, great stuff. Thank you. I appreciate that. I don't know if you guys know who Diane Hockman is. She's kind of a legend in the home business profession. She, in an online marketing system that I joined early on, she has been number one in that for years and years. And she's just been very successful in a lot of things. She recently joined the Home Business Academy, and she's right now number one in our Let's Goal promotion. So it was an honor for her to join, number one. That's one of my friends, Kevin Connect, says, oh my gosh, what a huge compliment to you guys that she joined. And yes, it is. One of the things that she said on a members webinar we had last Monday, I think it was, is she was talking about the Let's Goal app and the strategy. And she said, this was a genius acquisition. So because you said smart, that reminded me of what she said. And I don't know if I'm not going to call myself a genius, but what I will say is that it kind of all just came about in a really mystical, I would say divine way, in that this guy who made this is literally one of my best friends. I've known him for 20 years. I introduced him to personal development. I gave him some of the books that were changing my life a long time ago. He took that and ran with it, became really successful, ended up creating this app. I may have been one of the first few people he showed it to, and I was so excited about it that I encouraged him. I was like, oh my gosh, dude, this is amazing. You got to keep working on this and developing this. And so I've kind of been a part of the product story here with this Let's Goal. And anyway, long story short, it just came to a spot where it seemed to him to make the most sense for us to add it to our product lineup, because we do have experience with sales and marketing and getting things out to a lot of people. And he really wanted this product to get into a lot of people's hands. So genius or not, it just kind of organically unfolded, and here's where we're at. So anyway, I'm going to close this out unless you guys have any other questions. Again, to learn about this, today's the last day. The 40% expires at midnight tonight. So if you go to pipelinemoney.com/magic, put in the coupon code 40OFF, you can get this app for 40% off. Start using it, experiencing it. And if you do that through my link, you'll also get my 2 bonuses. I have a bonus called Emails That Sell, which are the exact emails that I wrote that helped over 500 people to get started and start using this app during our internal release. So you'll get that. I also have a little bonus called AI Super Prompts that has 3 of my favorite prompts I've been using with AI to help me create YouTube thumbnails and find really great headlines for content and stuff that I'm making online. So if you decide to buy that app through my link, just buy it, pipelinemoney.com/magic, coupon code 40OFF. Shoot me an email, paul@paulhitchings.net. Say, hey, I got started. I like your bonuses, and you will be off and running. So that's it. My videos usually don't have this much sales and promotion in them, but today is the last day, so I wanted to do that. If you're finding me for the first time and you got some value from this video, I'd love to encourage you to subscribe to me on social media, wherever you're finding this. And if you want to be sure to stay connected to me in the closest possible way, you might consider subscribing to my email list. And you can do that by visiting growrichmastermind.com/magic. That's growrichmastermind.com/magic. And in subscribing to my email list, you'll also get a free training called The Magical Morning, which the training in and of itself, I think, can be a great blessing to your life, even without the app. So that's it, guys. Thanks, everyone. Hope you get out there, take action, make it a great day, go for your dreams, love people, serve people, lift people, do the best you can to be the best you can be, set a positive example for everyone in your life. And I really appreciate you guys. All right, take care. Bye.